Hello, just wanted to do a little review video on the tree shear that I've got. Don't use it very often, so I thought while it's on I'll take the opportunity to show you. This is a Mechshear 300 I think, from Evans and Reed here in the UK. On my 13-ton excavator under the N-con, you can see there on the side, plugged in there directly to the N-con so I can tilt it and rotate it. Really good tool, not expensive compared to a lot of tree shears. Simple, the jaws close, and as they close they pull the trees over the top of the, let me see if I can zoom in, over the top of that green blade, and that shears them off. I like it, it's not too heavy, it's manageable under the N-con at full reach with a tree in it. This will cut up to, it says 300mm on the specs, but I think you would have to have a very soft tree for that. But I would say if you work on 10-inch trees, you'd have pretty good success. And I'm just working my way through a pile, a thicket, of all these bushes and trees, and what I do is I take them down halfway. As you can see there, where they're cut off, they're halfway down, and then take them right down to the floor. It's a bit more manageable, you can see what you're doing more easily, and I'll just spin round. You can really get a nice level, a nice tidy load in the dumper, because they're not too long, they're not hanging over the edge that much. You can drop them in flat, pack them in with the tree shear, and it's amazing what you can get in one load. That's a 9-ton dumper. So also it will grab hold, and that stump is out. Pulled that out yesterday. So what I've done is I have modified this, because I found that I was abusing it really, trying to get the stumps out a lot of the time. So you would then have to swap to your bucket to come along, loosen the stumps, or pull them out completely, to then use the pincers to grab them and load them in the dumper. So what I did, I'll show you here, spin it sideways, bring it in a bit closer. See on the side there, I'll try and point. Originally the shear went to this line where my finger is, that diagonal line. So I've added, where's my finger gone? I've added this triangle at the back, and then put cutting edge on. So what I can do is I can spin it round that way. I'll just curl it a bit to show you. Spin it round that way, and I can reach down and just pull at stuff and loosen stuff up with that cutting edge, so I'm not damaging the grab or the blade, trying to loosen stumps up, so I can pluck them out. I need to shorten these hoses, they're too long, but they need to be shortened up out of the way a bit. But basically use that little toe or cutting edge, whatever, heel, I call it a heel, whatever, to loosen the stumps and pull them so they're 90% out the ground, and then I can grab them with the shear, pluck them out without putting too much strain on the shear or the tilt rotator itself, and it saves you having to put the bucket on to get them out and then put the shear back on, and waste a lot of time. And that didn't add any weight at all, maybe 40 or 50 kilos in steel, something like that, nothing major. And I just got a I cut all the pieces, got the pieces cut to size, and just got a local fabricator to weld it all together for me. So yeah, all together, very happy with it. It was slightly less than £4,000, so as far as tree shears go, it was cheap. I run the manufacturer, asked them about it, asked the relevant questions. I wanted to know, was it Chinese? They said yes it is, but it's high quality. We've had a lot of success with them, never had many problems. and they have been in business for 20 or 30 years selling buckets, so I trusted that they were selling decent products because they've been around for a long time, and I was certain they would have tested them and had a little go and sent them out on demo and all that kind of stuff for people to use. Also, the way I looked at it was, I'll buy a cheaper one, and if I have to fix it down the line because it doesn't hold up as well as a £12,000 shear, which I wasn't prepared to spend because I might only use this twice a year for a day or two, so it really wasn't worth me spending a lot of money on this attachment. So the way I thought it was, it's made of steel and it's a hydraulic ram. There is nothing complicated. Bushes, grease nipples, steel. I can fix that, like it's just shown you. We've added that heel on the back of it. If you know a fabricator and someone who can do hydraulic pipes and cylinders, you can fix anything on this easily and pretty cheaply. So I thought to myself, for the amount of money I've saved, if I had to totally rebuild it after 5 years, I'm still going to be quids in anyway. So there you go, Mechshear 300 or 3000 Evans and Reed. Good tool, like it a lot, great under the tilt rotator. Alright, have a good day.